Welcome back, Loyalists, as we continue this playthrough of Liberty or Death from the Super Nintendo Classic from 1994. We are on hard mode, playing as the British, trying to eliminate the rebel uprising. Last episode saw us have quite a bit success, at least definitely more than the one before, as we successfully had a defense in Three Rivers yet again, and we were able to take two territories, a counterattack at Richmond, and then also take Penobscot Bay up here in the north to continue wrapping around along the coast. I'm hoping that our commitment to gazettes in the south now will see enough of a upswing in support from Parliament to where they will finally give us a new regiment, because we're doing an okay job at dwindling away. I think we captured Knowlton and Harmer last episode, but we can't capitalize on it because we're not able to take anything if we can't stack our best together to launch a massive assault, because we don't have the officers to leave behind. So we are hoping that will change this time as we get to July. But look at this, we already have something going on. Oh no, they're becoming mutinous. Oh good. Whew. Oh, that would be bad. That morale is horrible. We're going to have to start giving some more money to these areas. And now we have another news, potentially. Okay, we don't. So that's the plan on this episode. We'll probably... I don't see us being able to mount another attack. It just doesn't look likely. So I think what we will be doing is trying to just get through June to get to July. Unless we have to defend, we're just trying to get to July and see if we can get some support from Parliament. We're sending this money down to Prevost in New Bern, so that way he can hopefully rebuild his regiment to get ready to fight. I think if we get a new regiment, the first one I'm going to ask for is in this area, because I want to move him up to the front lines. And I really just want to get to where we box them into Baltimore. We never took Virginia completely. If we can, we limit them to just 2 points of attack on our southern front. We can stack up 3 or 4 units in each one, and I think we'll be okay if we do that. Then we can focus on getting more support in the north. Our better officers are in the north, so we don't need to have them as stacked. That's the plan as of now. We're hoping... See, Rawdon has done great with the gazettes in Charlestown. We're going to move him soon to one of the other areas so he can help increase, because as you can see, Thomas Futter here is doing absolutely nothing in Camden. So, remember, if you're enjoying this series and you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot to me. I like the support. It shows support the channel, and it will help others find the videos and share them as well. So don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe. It would help it out quite a bit. So with that being said, let's jump ahead to either the next event, either get some new regiments in, or where we are going to have another battle, or maybe Parliament coming to town. So we will see what happens next. Well, we're already being tested at Richmond as Winchester is launching a counterattack at Von Heister. We took a lot, hit quite a beating just to take this. It depends on what they come at us. We hit them pretty hard too, so I'm hoping all they maybe have is 1 unit to attack with. We did hurt them when they reinforced. They only reinforced with 1. We weakened everything they had there. If they did really quickly draft... Oh, no, they have a lot more men than I thought. Maybe they all retreated to 3 different places, and now they can send in the stronger units that were all there. I didn't think about that. Let's see what they come at us with. So only 3 units. What do we have to go up against? John Jameson is very capable. Richard Butler is very capable, especially when he's trained with that morale. Mordecai Gist is capable. He's not at his best there. Ugh. So if we let them take Richmond... This is a shame. Von Heister didn't even get to do anything. So we have artillery. I mean, and we have Jaegermen. Again, we have multiple pieces of artillery here. Oh, that's going to be tough. Especially because he's already coming at us. You know what? Let's see what happens. They don't have to defeat them. If we can weaken him enough, move to... They do have a boat, though, Jameson does. I'm trying to think if there's a position here. Ideally, they wouldn't have cavalry, and we could get to, like, this position here. Or this position, and we could use Jaegermen, and we'd have the artillery behind and trap the infantry. I don't know that that's going to happen. All right, let's see what he's got. Hey, that's not bad. Now, if we move closer, my fear is he will charge Sauber here. We really could use a bridge. Jaegerman's job is going to be to harass these guys. And we need to find a spot. Their infantry doesn't have any boats. So we could find a spot to try to trap them. Okay. It's getting worse. They can't charge while we are in the forest. And we can't charge them. But we can weaken them. Not enough. That's not good. Okay. What is the best setup here? The hills are inviting. That hill they could circle around. They can circle around here as well, though. Maybe we fall back and set up down here? They can only get one in at that spot? I want them to only have one spot to hit. I just don't know what the best place for us to do this is. Because they're about to drain Tubasing quite a bit here. Are they coming at the artillery and Tubasing? Alright, I think we might have to just retreat. Tubasing can't hold. He's just going to get drained. We're not going to be able to win this fight. Let's get Von Heister out of here. Wasn't meant to be. This is why we need reinforcements, Parliament. If you want us to make any gains and squash this rebellion, we need the reinforcements. Now that means they have 2 units in Alexandria and 2 in Roanoke. We're going to have to reform here. So we're all beat up. Oh, let's not reform Baird. We need to have some infantry. Especially because we don't know what we're going to have supporting us. So send them back. Let's drill what we have. Get them as strong as we can. Oh boy. Hopefully we have better luck in the north. We don't have many men here, that's for sure. Did we already reform? Howe is good to go. Gates 91. That is not okay. Alright. We're gonna move Gates back to St. John. Because he needs to get reformed. We're gonna take a Let's take 100 gold back with him just in case they try an attack on Howe and we can't defend it. But I do need to reform these guys. We are so beat up and spread so thin. This could get really bad really quickly. If we can hold in the north where we're at, we'll be fine, because I mean we may have to wait till September before we can do much. But this is where we have the men that have the ability. Carleton's chomping at the bit to attack, and I know he wants to, but can't do it yet. All right. Let's see what we have in the north before we jump ahead. Oh, look, see, here we go. Norwich is attacking Montreal. Now they have a militia commander again. They're going to come at us with a lot of weak stuff. Our guys are ready to fight here from Three Rivers. They have no reinforcements. That's a good sign. Ticonderoga must be weak. We're dwindling them down. We know they have forces down in the central. They have a bunch of militia in Pennsylvania and New York. Speaking of a bunch of units, here they are. They don't all have boats, so we don't have to worry about the cannonless John Lamb, who's a good officer, by the way. William Douglas isn't trained. I'm going to hope... Yeah, Seth Warner's not trained. Tillman is not as good as he could be. So, oh, William Davy. They're just throwing men at us. Ethan Allen is pretty solid still. Ichabod Alden, not a threat. So this should be a fight we win, because we are fairly strong here. We could... Well, no, we have to put these guys all here. Oh, no. Two guys are going to have to be over here. I don't want one by himself. This is an opportunity to capture a couple officers. Hopefully we capture a good one or two. Oh, they could build bridges with that artillery. I didn't even think about that. So we are going to get these guys down here because they're going to target our main forces. I should have done 3 guys over here, because then we could have taken all the hills. That's okay. We could... No, we can't even pin them. So we'll just sit tight. See what they have at us. Yeah, this is where we can take the punches. We can't take those punches in the central right now. So if they want to come at us like this, where we have our stronger units, we have more of them, and we've got a nice little rotation of men going to get reformed and then coming back. They more power to them. They can try this all they want. They will be able to get after our 2 guys up in the north, so that's gonna be a blow to Three Rivers. Carleton's just gonna have to stay put probably for a little bit, because we can't afford to lose any Canada. And as long as we have Canada, I feel like it's attracting so much attention. And they're not going after Massachusetts as much. And if we pick off one officer a battle, that's good. We're not gonna keep and load up our prisons with officers that aren't capable. But if we can take one capable officer like we did last time, we took 2. If we can get 1 or 2 each battle, we'll wear them down. And we'll be able to have some success long term. That's the hope. All right, they should be coming across that river fairly soon, or they're going to move up the little strip of land to meet us up there. All of our guys can put up a fight, some better than others. But I'm hopeful. But of course, we also know we're going to have to do yet more reforming. All right, we're about to have our first taste. Is that William Davy coming at us, or is he on the boat? I think that is William Davy coming at us up the strip of land, which means we should be able to successfully... Oh, no, it's Ichabod Alden. We can take him as well. But The Bison and Rawl are both in good shape. This is Davy. He's about to get hammered by David Webster. It's kind of nice that we're able to win some of these battles without needing the fleet to protect us and bail us out. There we go. Let's take it to him. They're taking huge losses, but they are still hurting us more than they should. All right, Seth Warner's not an issue. Ethan Allen will be an issue, but if he lets Burgoyne ambush him, that would be nice. We're going to put St. Luke there in the shallow waters. I'd love to capture Ethan Allen. Davy's a top target as well, but he is still militia. So he's not as key as other places. But Allen is letting us attack him with the ambush, which is good news for us. While he's mortally wounded. Even better. We don't have him in the prison, and we finally got a stroke of luck for ourselves. They may have taken Knife House, and we just took Ethan Allen. That is one of the bigger wins for us in this campaign. Oh, that is great news. Oh, that's awesome. So we got our one officer, and we don't have to worry about him ever coming back. That's great. Awesome ambush, Burgoyne. Now we're picking them apart. And now the artillery's going to come over, so we'll still get to take him down, especially since he doesn't have a cannon. All right, let's see. Who do we have here? Fitzwalter is not ready to fight. Roth could. Webster can as well. There we go. We are not going to mess with Fitzwalter. We need his numbers. He's not going to be any good because he doesn't have any training. So let's not waste his men. And we caught William Davy. This is going really well. As I say that, Burgoyne's probably going to get hurt. Okay, he didn't. I was fearful that all of a sudden, ta-da, Burgoyne gets hit. Instead, we just got two of their best officers, and Davy, being militia, we're still going to capture because we have none of New York, which means he could come back time and time again until we take all of New York and the surrounding, areas. So Davy is one we want to take off the board. That weakens them up north big time. Allen weakens them up north. They still have Nathaniel Greene out there. He still worries me, but I bet you he's hanging around Boston in that area. Hey, we got some money there because Seth Warner, you, sir, are going to be allowed to leave. We're holding up there. This is a good turn of events for us. Let's go ahead and get De Bison down here. Go ahead, attack him. Nice. Go get him, men. So it was heartbreaking losing Richmond, but man, what a fantastic victory this one's turning out to be. Yeah, come at us, Lamb. You can do that all day. Who do we have here? Douglas is not a big threat. Let's move on to the hills just to make it more effective, especially for when he attacks us. We'll see who Burgoyne gets to lay ambush to. Oh, they're moving around. Okay. Interesting. Hey, we got Lamb. I think we keep him just because if he gets a cannon, he is very capable. And we want to take their artillery off the board. This is a 3-officer victory for us. I'm surprised they keep attacking. You will not go away. Still winning the fights. You, sir. Rawl, you're doing fantastic. Let's get DeBoyson in there. We haven't had to use Pidgeot or St. Luke. That's great news for Three Rivers. Really wish that militia would retreat now. He did retreat. Ah, but we caught him. That's more money as well, because Alden we don't care about. Does the money go to the district? I should know this. Does the money go to the district or does it go to our pool for the parliamentary session? I'm not sure on that one. If you know, let me know, because I can't remember where it goes. We haven't been releasing too many officers anyways because we've been picking off their best. Alright, these guys, if they're smart, they'll be retreating soon because they have nothing left. They're almost done. Burgoyne is fantastic here, even without all the training. We captured another one, William Douglas. Wow. Oh, Tillman's one I would have rather had. That was a great battle. Excellent victory. William Davy. You, sir, will not be leaving. Ichabod Alden, you have discipline and leadership, but you don't have text. And his loyalty's not the greatest. If we ever get enough money and know where he's at, we could maybe flip him. He'd be a serviceable officer. We will release you. We'll take that money. William Douglas is another one that's solid, but not the biggest threat. He could do okay. Could come back to bite us. We're going to release him, though. If he were a major, we'd probably hold on to him. Warner is definitely leaving. Lamb, being a captain and a good artillery officer, you will not be leaving. So we captured 2, and we were able to mortally wound Ethan Allen. Oh, we have the C option. That means we could attack Fort Western. Huh. Who can go? Carlton and Rawl. It's not enough. It's Carlton and St. Luke or Carlton and Pidgeot. I probably will consider doing that. We are not going to do that right now, though. Maybe in mid-June. Because I bet they don't have a lot at these other places. Can we spy on Fort Western? Oh, we don't have any money. Never mind. I don't want to get him caught. Yeah, we'll just sit tight. Now Montreal gets to do their thing. The money must go into the main pool for Parliament because 318 is, they would have had a lot more after all of that. We do not need to reform anybody yet. They all have enough men. That's a deterrent against the rest. In July, we could probably draft our way to where we need to be. Montreal's support is so low compared to the others. I want to finish up this northern one because I feel like we could be in for a bit of a scrap again. I do like that the arms of both of these men are up, but Cornwallis still needs more. We have to remember to send some money there from Gage. But these guys can hold their own. And will we get some new regiments? Oh no, we still have to go through the rest. The question is here, will we get attacked? Because I could easily see them doing that. So we're going to drill and get to the south before we jump ahead. Because they might just come at us. Either they'll attack us here, or they will use Richmond or Roanoke to attack us in the south. I really don't want to lose any in North Carolina. That would be devastating to our income. All right, so let's jump ahead until we get back to another event. We're in June 16th. We might even be Parliament. I kind of hope it is. Or it might be Carleton launching an attack. We'll find out. All right, Carleton is chomping at the bit. He is ready for a fight. We're going to give him the fight he wants. I don't want to go after Ticonderoga, even though we have a fleet, because that gives us open to 1, 2, 3 spots. Plus, we would still have to defend Three Rivers and Montreal. I don't want to do Norwich because the same thing. There's just too many potential attacking spots while defending. If we go Fort Western, we can move our men, consolidate. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 territories that can still attack us. So we consolidate our lines still. We keep it tight. And we can keep support going back and forth, which is what we need. So we're going to go after Fort Western. This will hopefully also help us get more support from the Massachusetts governor, more trust over time. Because, I mean, come on, man. We're doing a lot for you. We're only going to send 2. Because I think these 2 guys should be able to... Or, well, no. You know what? We're going to be safe. We're going to send Dubuisson as well. And we'll see how this pays off. Because then with Dubuisson there, he can move back. And Howe could move forward to join Carleton. And we get Howe in there as well. Cornwallis, not the best of shape. But serviceable. And let's hope they don't have any reinforcements. They didn't send any to Three Rivers from Berlin. And so we have thinned them out up here in Massachusetts. Like I said, I know Nathaniel Green's sitting around there, but he may still be down in Rhode Island for all I know. Christopher Green's going to be around here somewhere. Okay, so they have 2. Ooh, Thomas is one of their good ones again. Let's let Cornwallis... Okay, but he doesn't have any weapons. Von Steuben. Oh, boy. Now, he may not be the best leadership and tactics, but he's got the discipline, which is awesome because in real life, he's the one who comes over from Prussia, who was described as, you know, an army that happened to have a country, not a country with an army, but an army with a country. He comes over from there, trains up the men at Valley Forge. He has lots of weapons as well, so that's going to be a tough one. If they start to flee, we're going to be in trouble. I would love it if they would put the men down sooner so we could move around and kind of try to pin them in. Do they have boats? They do have boats and cannon. Thomas can fire that cannon from that fort, so we have to be careful. Let's just wait here. They're probably going to start coming across that river, or that lake is my bet. Nope, they're sitting tight. Is this Carleton or Pidgeot? I can't remember the order. Okay, so Pidgeot's first. Carleton will be second. What we're going to do is move him. Oh, no, I messed up. I just moved him within range of the cannon. But he didn't take it because the fleet chased him off. All right, we are going to have to fight this. All right. Maybe they'll come back into the fort. They did. They're going to use their artillery. That's not the worst. And we get a free shot at them with the fleet. That's good. Von Steuben, I guarantee you, is moving around to go after Cornwallis. Wait. Oh, this is Dubuisson. It's not Carleton. I forgot we had the third guy there. Let's go after him. He's so beat up. He doesn't have the weapons. So even though he's in the fort, he's still... That's ridiculous. Okay, Cornwallis is in trouble. But Thomas is in trouble now as well, if we can keep them in their boats. That's good news. De Bison can move down here. He's going to move up onto a hillside. The fleets become null and void. He moved up onto a hillside as well. Okay. Interesting maneuvers, von Steuben. I guess that's why you're not the tactical genius and you're the disciplinarian instead. Let's get him around. Let's keep moving De Bison around here. Carleton, get into it. We are in the fort. Even though we're attacking, it's not going to be as good. Oh, it's not even. It's worse. We have to capture one of these guys to make this battle really worth it. Because we're going to have to send Cornwallis off again. I just sent money to them as well so he could get better. Oh, man. All right, Carleton. Do your thing. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. We're not going to move onto the plains for Thomas to attack him from the hillside. They will not lay off of Cornwallis, so we'll just get him back under the safety of the fleet. He will be reforming yet again. Okay, Thomas is... If he can't stand up to De Bison, he is going to be done. We're going to leave the other two. Maybe he'll move back because the fleet can't reach von Steuben, so he might move back into the lake. Nope, no such luck. But what we can do is we can start moving our men. Over to confront them. Let's let Cornwallis stay there, see what von Steuben wants to do. Because we might just move him back around. We need to capture somebody. Give me at least one. One of these guys would be a huge victory. We already know they're weakened. We don't they're not sending reinforcements. That's a great sign. Oh, he's leading a bayonet charge at us. Desperate times. All right, Cornwallis, time for you to move back in. You know what? We can do our own bayonet charge at Thomas. Wound him. Nope. All right, let's move in. We're going for the capture here. I don't know that we're going to get either one of them, but we're trying. The good news is he's staying around, which means we can encircle him even more. We're not going to attack because we want him. We need Cornwallis to get there, if possible. All right. Move it in nicely. He's giving us another shot here. Let's wait one more. Try to get him surrounded. Oh, he got away. Well, we did weaken them. Carleton barely took any shots. Unfortunately, Pidgeon and Cornwallis are pretty beat up. But look at that red. In Massachusetts, no less. That's a good sign. We are going to have to reform Cornwallis. But we're going to do a parade with him first. Just to get any kind of support we can before going into this parliamentary session. You know, we've got Parliament about to give us money. Maybe we should just, let's just draft. Because Clinton's good to go. We're going to have money still to buy arms, and then we're going to get more money here in a little bit. Gage still has money he can send. Yeah, I think this is better. Let's just keep Cornwallis on the front lines. Even though, what are his arms at? 17. Yeah, not good. We are not going to invest much in the Navy this time, even though I know the American Navy is getting much better. I have no doubt. What does this get us up to? 27. So he's not going to be worth anything. Not yet, anyways. And they're coming right back at us. We're not going to send Cornwallis. All right, here we go. Can Carleton hold on? We do still have the fleet there. This time, we can defend with it. What are they coming at us with? Artemis Ward. He doesn't have weapons, which is good because he's a good one. And Return Meigs, one of the best officers in the game. Look at that, 99 tactics, and he's got the morale. He has the arms and the training. He's only a major. I get him up to general quick. Okay, they have boats, so they can attack us from here. So Carleton, you're the main guy. Then Pidgeot and DeBoyson will be back here. They have to come within range of the fleet, unless the fleet decides to be stupid, which we know that's a strong possibility. If nothing else, what we're going to do is we're going to fall back to the village with Carleton. I don't think we need to. If Meigs is the one who worries me, not. But of course, the fleet's going after Meigs. He's got him on a goose chase. You stupid fleet. This admiral needs to be fired. Part of me wants to fall back down the peninsula here and see if the fleet will do anything with it. Look at that. He's prime pickings for you. Carleton can defend this fort. Oh, he's going past Carleton. Smart man. Oh, wow. And the fleet didn't even move. They're paralyzed. What is going on here? Okay, Carleton got the shots in. We're going to wait one more turn before we move DeBoyson around. It would be nice if the fleet would move. What is going on? Pidgey, get back. Let's rotate them. I don't like that the fleet's not moving at all. They're just coming around picking us off. He's not going that way, fleet. Alright, we gotta get him out. Man, I thought we would have... We didn't even get to see what our spoils of the war... And Ward is causing some problems over there. The fleet is just stuck because of Meigs. Part of me wants to retreat back down that by there with Carleton once we leave with DeBoyson. We're gonna have to wait another turn because I want that fleet to be in position. Oh, great. So maybe we should do that. The fort is obviously a better position for us, but we'll see how Carleton does against Meigs. Okay, that's not ideal. But as soon as the fleet gets up there, we'll be able to hold. I hope. That's not a good sign. All right. They're wearing him down. Ooh, that was a big number too. All right, we're gonna have Carleton come make a attack at Ward because if we knock him below 100, I think he'll retreat. Get him off our back. He did not retreat. Interesting. And neither... Okay. interesting maneuvering going around here. Well, they can't beat us if they don't come at us. So he can sit there all he wants. We'll just do the same thing. And if not, if they won't come at us until night, we'll just fall back to where he has to hit us on that peninsula down in the south. That's the number we needed. Saved by the fleet yet again. Is he gonna come at us? Yep. We are not gonna fight him at night without the fleet's help. Or we might, actually. Let's see what happens when we're on even footing. He'll move back now and do his thing. We have the upper hand, which means we can just sit and relax here. Now he moves back in. We bomb him again and he retreats. Or hopefully he gets captured. That's what we want. Okay. You're still not retreating, Megs. Interesting. Brave. Stupid. It must be because we're so low on troops as well. Okay, we didn't get either one. That would have been a nice prize. So we didn't get von Steuben, we didn't get Thomas, we didn't get Ward, we didn't get Megs, but we know they have 4 very good officers facing us. That's not the most encouraging thing. All right, Quebec, send that money down to Waterville. We need weapons. So we're just going to keep it here until we get the parliamentary session, because either there's going to be another battle real soon, or we're going to get to go visit Parliament. But we're going to see what happens. Hopefully Carleton has some money. Howe should be able to move in there, I believe. Montreal is still sitting nice. We just need to get these guys trained up. When Bremen and Fitzwalter get in the 60s, they're much more capable. Fitzwalter's not that great, but Bremen can, but he can't get his training up at all. But that's money we could always ship over here if we want. All right, so we do have some money. First thing we're going to do is draft. Use that while we can. Now, since we're about to go into Parliament soon, let's take a look at the government support we have. Massachusetts hates us, but he should be starting to go up. Canada loves us. Florida's okay with us. I don't know why he doesn't like us more. South Carolina, again, I don't know why he's at 30. North Carolina's at 38. We've been controlling these, and it drives me nuts. Georgia's getting warmed up to us. Virginia, it makes sense he wouldn't like us. Everyone else, of course, hates us. Parliament, the Treasury Secretary, I don't know why we bring in money. Colonial Secretary's okay with us. The War Secretary, we know, loves us. Admiralty likes us. Prime Minister is not happy. The economy only 5,600. That's not as much as I would like. We have increased our income by quite a bit. Massachusetts is only giving us 9 because we don't control it all. Canada's 632 is not bad. I'm not going to do gazettes in Florida because even with 71% support, they have 180 income. It's not going to go up that much. Georgia's going to be an influence here. 704 is what we're up to there. South Carolina is up to 572. And look at that average support, how bad it is. That's why I guess the governor doesn't like us still. North Carolina's the same. So we're focusing our gazettes on those 3 colonies, but I think the Carolinas are definitely more important because we need that average support up there, like Georgia's, so the governor will come along with us. In Virginia, we did have a little bit more money coming from it before we got hit with the disaster of the counterattacks that were going on. Howe does not have any men. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get you some. So no officers came back to him. I thought for sure they would. But he's got the money. He can supply himself fairly well. Well, he's going to have quite a bit of weapons then. He should have a good solid amount. Once we get an officer back there, he can move forward. And here comes Parliament. Let's hope for some good news. Oh no. Rhode Island. Vote of confidence. We have... Oh boy. This is a little nerve-wracking. We just saw how many people hate us. Massachusetts hated us. Canada voted nay. But New York voted aye. Okay. So they kind of offset. Everybody's going against us. Everybody's against us. North Carolina likes us. South Carolina likes us. Georgia likes us. Florida likes us. Treasury's a yes. War is with us. Admiralty, Parliament, Prime Minister. Oh. Whew. I'm going to guess they're not going to give us any. Oh, wait, we get a promotion. That means we're probably going to get a regiment. Let's find our lowest loyalty guy. 53 Asgill. Nope, 52 Jaegerman. Futter, who could use the reputation boost because he's just going around parading for us. Gardner could use the reputation boost, I know, but we're going to go with Futter because he needs the loyalty boost and the reputation will help us with parades down in South Carolina where he's at. 5,800, not too shabby. Please give us a regiment. Thank you. We have turned a corner. We survived the vote of confidence, and we get an additional regiment. We are going to get them in the central because we're going to have a lot more coming back in the north. Our best guys are in the north. We need some more support, and let's get that one regiment. We'll take it. We are going to again. Now the question is, do I want to support here, Fort Western, or do I want to support Norfolk? Because I believe when the new regiment arrives, that's going to bring in a fleet. But what if we lose the regiment or lose it beforehand? So we will support Norfolk with our transport. We are going to pay them more because I was told, you guys told me that this is one way to increase morale as well. So we're going to try that. We're not going to spend much on you, even though you supported us. I'm sorry. We don't have a lot we can do because we need to save some for the regiments. I want to get lots of money to these guys because it's going to be essential for our gazettes and rebuilding our supply lines, or not supply lines, but our regiments that are beat up. All right, the America's got the north. I'm going to say we have a good shot at the central since we have a transport. We do. And in the south, it's free. Okay. Well, do we get any new regiments? We do. One. But that's good because we just vacated Three Rivers. We need to make sure we have more soldiers there. Baum is a body. He's got arms and he's got morale. So we'll take it. This could be a big turning point for us because we now have a new regiment coming. This is a good thing. But we have to defend first. Oh no, they're attacking North Carolina. We cannot lose North Carolina. We're going to send Tubasine over there just to see what he can do, if anything. They're only attacking with one. We do have a cannon. It's not a good one. We desperately need Prevost up here. If Prevost can get up here, he will turn the tide, I believe. All right, is this going to be a massive wave? No. The regulars, let's see who they sent. Benjamin Lincoln. He is reformed. His training is the only weak spot. But Richard Butler is so good. All right. We do have a guerrilla fighter. We have... Who am I kidding? We don't have anything on this. Von Heister is not in position to win this fight. He's a fine officer, but Simcoe is not ready to win it. They have too much morale, too many arms. We don't have the morale. We're going to retreat. We lose a big funding there. We have to get this back soon. Before the next parliamentary session, this is a must. So much for going after Richmond. Or we could. They're going to be able to send Butler back to help defend it. They may not have anything else around there, and if it helps us expand to weaken them more, that's good. So gains in the north, losses in the south. Go figure. But we have a regiment on the way, and hopefully it will be somebody decent. And we can start to put some more pressure on them and just kind of hold and get, because I guarantee you we've just dropped quite a bit on our income with losing North Carolina. What is our income? 5,100. That's quite a bit of drop. He's up to 44. 63, he dropped some. 67, the colonial one. He doesn't like us. What is Massachusetts? Oh, Canada loves us now, even though he voted against us, and New York voted for us. That's weird. Hutchinson's up to 15. That's a big gain. 76, 44, 72. North Carolina's up to 55, so we got some... Delaware even likes us more now. And Pennsylvania does. So that's a good sign. All right. Hope you enjoyed this one. We had all kinds of twists and turns going on. Some wins, some losses. We got support coming our way after almost getting voted out. I don't know what this has in store. It's going to be interesting to see this North Carolina situation. And it's also going to be interesting to see, can we continue to mount a push in the north? Because they seem to be putting some of their best in the central. We are wearing them down in the north. They haven't been able to regroup. But as we push them back, we get stretched out. They get more compact like what we have been in Canada. So it's going to be a little tricky. But I like where we're at. I like our chances now that we have a regiment. If we can get North Carolina back for the income and to know we could bring another regiment or two with us, that's a good sign. So I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing where the next one takes us as we enter in through July 1777, even more in this campaign as the British in liberty or death. We'll see you on the next one.